Welcome, Matilda, to White Fox After Hours.
Thank you. Lovely to see you, girls.
It's so good to see you.
We missed you.
I know.
It's been
so long.
I was really like in my Australian era for so long. It took me a while to get out of my Australian era. Like I needed to move back straight away. But like I've said to you girls, if it was closer, I'd so move.
Oh, I know. We'd love to have you there.
We're too far.
Honestly.
It's way too far for me. Way too far.
What did your Australian era involve?
Do you know what it is? It's just like one constantly wearing flip-flops. Like, I think I was made for that life to just be like an island girl, like in little shorts, little flip-flops, no makeup, hair slicks back. That's the thing about Australian girls as well. It's a constant. You guys are like, I feel like the makers of like clean girl aesthetic. Like
you think?
I promise you now. Every time I'd like see you guys, I'd be like, all of them have their stick back bun, their perfect makeup, and then like an effortless outfit, and I feel like that's just like the Australian girl look, and I try to take it home with me, but I'm like too chaotic.
I feel like you want what you can't have though. For like me, I would love to be able to go out wearing like a really cute outfit and out at dinner.
Yeah.
Or like be like glam.
Totally.
Where if I wore out like something that I would wear here to dinner, people would be like it just wouldn't.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like it's a lot more casual in Australia, and also it's just really hot. That's what we do our slick back.
Yes. There's no time for anything but a slick.
No,
like,
100%. I feel like after my second day, I think it was after the White Fox bus tour. After that, I was like, right, I'm giving up with doing my hair. I'm slicking back the whole time because it's too hot to curl your hair, and then it's gone after about 10 minutes. There's no point in doing it.
Oh yeah.
So I get it, but like you guys definitely are the creators of that clean girl aesthetic. Even if it's accidental, I think that's all right.
I'll take it.
No, seriously, I love being over here and like what you guys get to wear. Like I feel like no one wears coats. Like it's just a whole different thing.
It's not as glam. Like
No.
everyone really dresses up to go out here. It's fine.
Yeah, true. That is true. People do dress up.
But then you do get your like hot summer holiday really close as well.
Yeah, like the 4-day summer we have.
What? So it's a flight away.
Yeah, it's a very short flight away. Ours is very, very long.
True.
As you've experienced.
True. That flight is hell.
But anyway, how are you? How's your week been?
Yeah, amazing. I'm really, really good. Very happy. I feel like I'm just at a really good point in my life where I'm just sort of enjoying everything that's sort of coming to me. Obviously, I'm sort of past the point of where it was like so like hectic straight after Love Island, where it's like now I'm just sort of enjoying everything that comes, which is so nice. But yeah, I'm so happy, loving life.
Oh, that's
great.
so good. Yeah, I feel like straight out of Love Island, it's like crazy. It'd be hard to even like, you'd be getting whiplash.
Oh my God. I think, do you know what it is? It's like, even when I think back about that time now, it's like, it doesn't feel real. It's like such a fever dream that it even happened. And then like when I think about coming straight out, I remember just being like head turning 24/7. Like it just did not feel real at all.
Yeah.
But like now it's like I've sort of not come to terms with it, because that sounds like bad. But like it's like actually realising like what you've done, which was such a huge thing as well. But like, you know, coming past that, and then like it's just such an incredible opportunity, and like everything that I've got from that has just been amazing. Like my life has done an absolute like 360. It's been just the most amazing, incredible journey. So now I'm just like living it, loving it. It's so fun.
Oh,
You look
so
like you're
good.
absolutely thriving at the moment, and
Thank
it's
you.
literally only been 8 months, which is so crazy.
I can't
Is it 8
believe
months?
that. Yeah, 8
It
months.
feels like way longer.
Mental. Yeah, my friend was saying to me the other day, he was like, it's going to be a year soon since you've come up Love Island. And I thought, that's mental. Like literally, what, 4 months until it's going to be a year? And I was like, it literally feels like yesterday. That's the weirdest thing.
Oh, really?
But yeah, 8 months is like, actually, is quite a long time.
Yeah.
But it doesn't feel like that at all. It feels like I'm still just like, it's still so new and like still so exciting. Everything's so exciting to me still, which is like, I'm happy about. I didn't want it to be like ever, you know, like it was getting like mundane or like a little bit, do you know what I mean? Too much. Like the whole time I've just been like, every new thing that's come my way has been like, so mesmerising to me, which like I just love. It's been so fun.
I feel like you're made for this as well. Like
Really?
Yeah, definitely. You have such like a big personality, and like you're so good at all the content and everything. So
thank
you're
you.
killing it.
Thank you so much.
Well, before we get into any of the questions, we want to do some quick fire questions for you.
Hit me.
So, because we're in our girls' tour for White Fox, we want to know one of your wildest girls' trip stories.
Gosh, sorry, don't want to get anyone in trouble here. My wildest girls trip story. I feel like when I went to Ibiza with Grace, Uma, and Harry, and then Grace's friends Harriet and Gabby as well. That whole trip was just like mental. It was like I feel like I think we was there for like 4 or 5 days, but I think the whole time we was there, we must have got about 4 hours sleep the whole entire trip. We were partying every single day, but also it was like so girls vibes that it was like everything was just like times 100. Like we was all just like having the best time of our lives. We just got out of the villa, so we was like, you know, on such a high already. So that was one of my favourites. But my other favourite was me and my best friend Albie. We was in Portsmouth at my best friend's for a weekend. She has a house there. And on the Sunday after our weekend in Portsmouth, we was like, Ruben called me, who was on my season as well. And he was like, I'm in Ibiza, like, it's like we're having the best time, blah, 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 just come. And I was like, I looked at my best friend and I was like, let's go. So I'm not even joking. We was in Portsmouth. Obviously, I live in London. So we had to drive from Portsmouth to Bromley, get my passport, pack a suitcase in 15 minutes. We'd already booked the flight at Luton, which is already like an hour and a half away. So we went to Portsmouth to my house, packed a bag within 15 minutes, went straight to Luton, got our passports, went straight to Luton, and then we got there as the flight was boarding, had a pint as we got to the airport, boarded the flight, went to Ibiza. It was, I promise you now, it was like the most hectic 5 hours of my whole entire life.
That is insane.
But it was so worth it. It was like the best trip ever.
That is iconic behaviour,
Wow.
honestly.
It was fun.
Let's book the flight and go.
Yeah, it was so fun. Yeah.
I love that you guys
That's
can
the
just
energy
do
you
that. And
need.
it's like, it's so close.
Oh
so
my god.
fun.
Oh, yeah, that's the thing. It's like
Yeah.
for you guys, imagine.
I'll be there in like 2 days.
See you in a couple of days, guys.
Literally though, one time I flew from Sydney to Ibiza and it took me 30 hours.
No.
30 hours.
And she went straight out.
Yeah, I went straight to the club.
Did Good.
Yeah.
I feel like you needed after that long.
Yeah.
Like you'd need
You
to go
do.
straight
You need to move.
out.
Did you sleep on the flight?
I must have. Like, shortly.
I would have slept on the flight like maybe 4 hours before, tried to wake up, downed loads of drinks, and then been straight out. That's the perfect plan.
That's so fun.
So fun. I love a spontaneous trip as well.
They're
That's
the
like my favourite
best.
thing. Like if someone ever says to me, "I really fat, like we should go Amsterdam soon," I go, let's go tomorrow. I need to go now. I have to go immediately.
I love that energy so much.
Yeah.
I feel like also when it's not planned, it's also so much more fun.
So much
Like,
better.
no time to think about any expectations. We're
Like
just
outfits
going.
was literally like I went to my wardrobe, was like chucking everything in. Like you don't think about that stuff. So when you're there, you're like, I need to make it work. Didn't bring one pair of flip flops when I was there, so I ended up getting like the long. I think there was like a size 8. Sandals because there was nothing else. I was walking around, like, but it was fun. It made a good story.
You're walking around with like
Yeah, I'm size 3, by the way.
Perfect. Yeah, it's going to work really well. No, it's the chaos that we love. We
I
live
love
in
chaos.
it and it's great.
I thrive
in chaos.
Yeah.
no,
I can tell.
honestly, same.
Yeah, I love it so much.
That's amazing.
And what friend are you in the friendship group?
Gosh, I think. Do you know what it is? I think I'm like the baby of the group. So all my friends, they all know that they are like, they look after me. Like they make sure that they kind of keep me in check because otherwise I'd be like, I thrive in chaos, but I would be constant chaos if they was like, right, Matilda, but no, you need to do X, Y, and Z, so let's be sensible. So I think I'm like the chaotic, spontaneous friend, I'd say.
I love that.
Yeah.
I do
Yeah.
see that for you. Yeah. What is your most toxic trait?
My most toxic trait, I'd say I'm quite snappy, but like I'm very like I've got two sides to me. I mean, I don't believe in star signs, but I am a Gemini. So it kind of makes sense with my personality. But I can either be like, I think 90% of the time I'm the most like positive, happy person, like spontaneous, blah, blah, blah. But then if you catch me that 10% of the time, I make everyone in a bad mood when I'm in a bad mood. Yeah, like, if I'm in a bad mood, everyone's got to feel it. And I'm like, even if you're happy about something, I'm like straight facing you. Like, if I'm in a bad mood, I'm a bitch. I
can't imagine that.
I know.
I don't think I've seen you in a bad mood.
No. You wouldn't have. This is the thing. But I remember like when I was in the villa, and obviously I'm like how I am now. But like when I'd be in one of those bad moods, everyone would be like, oh my God, I'm not going near her. No. Everyone stay away from her. So yeah. Because when I am in a bad mood, I'll be screw facing everyone. Like, I'm not a nice person to be around when I'm in a bad mood. So it's like you get the best of both worlds, but like it's very rare that you get the bad side of me. So I'd say it's like you just never know when it's coming.
Yeah, okay.
And all of a sudden I'll be like, damn. So
everyone's like, steer clear.
Like, no, yeah. Like my sisters, they know. They're like, if I'm in a bad mood, they're like, avoid me at all costs.
Okay.
Yeah.
What gets you out of the bad mood? Is it just like snap out of it, or like?
I feel like I need a good sleep if I'm in a bad mood. It's like I need a good sleep, because like if I'm in a bad mood, I kind of linger in that bad mood. Mm-hmm. But then like also if someone makes me laugh, I'm instantly out of it. But it depends kind of what. If I'm in a really bad mood and you try and make me laugh, I'm like, don't make me laugh.
You're about to intensify whatever this is.
Yeah, exactly. But no, I think a good sleep gets me out of a bad mood. But also like, it depends what kind of bad mood we're talking about.
Yeah.
She
needs 8 hours.
Yeah.
And what is your biggest red flag in dating?
Biggest red flag? I think the biggest red flag that I always look out for is any sort of controlling tendencies from someone. I think that's like my biggest thing in a relationship in general, is like, if I feel like you could be like a little bit controlling, I'll get out of it straight away. Because I've had that before when I've been in like quite a controlling relationship, and I feel like it dulled my sparkle. So now I'm so aware of that sort of thing, whereas like now I need to be with someone who lets me be free, lets me be completely myself, like, doesn't put any sort of limit on me. And I think that's my number one sort of thing.
100%. Yeah, that's such a turn off.
Oh, awful.
Especially when you've experienced it and then you like see it so clearly. Yeah, as soon as you clock it, it's like, no, we're not doing that.
100%.
Lesson to learn.
Yeah, anytime I sort of would see like any sort of controlling type of tendencies, or like even like, jealousy is not that bad because I get it, but then it's like when you see like quite a big part, like a big bit of jealousy, which is like all that could turn into something, I'm always very aware of that now. Whereas like before, I just thought, oh, like, he loves me, he loves me, doesn't want me for anyone else. But now I'm like, no,
absolutely not.
Yeah, calm down. Like, no, that cannot run.
Yeah. That's a really good one.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
No.
Okay, and last one. If you had to describe your ex as a song, what would it be?
God, the last podcast I did was I said a story about my ex, and all his family was in the comments saying my son wouldn't do this and all this stuff. Yeah. Anyway, it was like
this is his mum.
Yeah. His mum, his sister.
Crazy.
Oh my God! And you're like, well, he did.
Yeah. Well, I've told you the story now, so you better believe it.
So they're obsessed with you.
Taylor Swift, We're Never Getting Back Together.
Love it. Yes.
Never.
Case closed. Well, we don't need to think about that anymore because you've got a new man.
Yes.
We love seeing you in your Lover Girl era.
Oh, you guys are so cute together, honestly. Like everything I see on TikTok, all of your photos, so cute together.
He's the best. Honestly, he's like my twin. It's mental. Like I feel like when you have like quite bad relationships, it's like I've kind of got in my head like I just kind of swore off men for a really long time. I said I wasn't going to have a boyfriend until 2027. That was my
Why 2027?
I just thought maybe
felt right.
Yeah, but 2027 felt like it would be a long enough time for me to like have away from boys. Yeah, recover. But then obviously I met Ro, and then like as much as I didn't want to be in a relationship, it's like that's why it was, I think, so good, because I was like, I actually didn't want to be with anyone, but then I met Ro, and it was like so natural and like so like just matched each other's vibe completely, that it was like so easy the whole time. And I think I fought it the whole way until we was like more or less in a relationship, because I was like, no, I can't believe I'm going to be a girl, I'm going to be a lover girl, I can't believe it. But like now I'm just like, oh, it just feels so right. There's like nothing, like there's no doubt in my mind that he's not meant to be in my life at all. So it's really, really nice that I've kind of got to a stage where I'm like so content and comfortable with it all.
Oh,
you
that's
do
so
seem
nice.
like you just match each other's energy though. Like I was watching a TikTok, I think you posted of you two outside your door together.
Yeah.
It's just like you're actually made for each other.
Yeah, we are. No, he's like me as a boy. It's really scary. So scary. Like me and my friend, my friends always say that I can't even imagine yours two's conversations, and then they hear our conversations, they're like, you're the same, like we're just pure brain rot 24/7.
That's fun though.
It's so fun. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
I feel like we did talk about it when we were in Australia, but tell everyone how you guys met and how it started.
So we'd met before at, I think it was Omar's birthday, like really soon after we'd got at the villa. And then we went to, he invited me to his event, Culture, for Halloween. So me and my two best friends went, and then I ended up kissing him that night. And then like I think it was maybe 4 days later, or it was not long after his event, I was going to Dubai for work on my own. And then I messaged him on the day, because I ended up getting my flight times wrong, shock. And I was like, I'm actually flying today. I thought it was flying the next day, and blah, blah, blah. We were just chatting. And he was like, oh, I'm flying today as well. Anyway, so we're in Dubai at the same day, like on our own. So I did my work, what I had to do, and then I called him. I was like, oh, I'm done now, blah, blah, blah. We ended up meeting.
No way.
And then after that night, we literally like more or less spent the whole holiday together. So Grace and Harriet was both there. They all already sort of loved Ro so much, like all really got on with him. And he was with us the whole holiday, so it was like really like basically like a couple's holiday with the girls, which is great.
That's the best of both worlds.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's so
That's
cute.
really nice. I feel like you hear that when people are like meant to be together and you're just like inseparable ever
Yeah.
since.
Oh my God, that's how it's been. Like literally ever since we had that trip, it's like, I think I sort of was on that trip in the beginning as well, and I was like, oh, I don't know how it's going to be. I don't know if it's going to be like just like a holiday fling or blah, blah, blah. And then I sort of got home, and he was flying home a couple of days after me. And I remember thinking like, oh my God, no, like I'm catching feels. I can't believe it. Like, I can't believe that I'm doing this right now. But yeah, like I feel like it just felt so natural from the beginning that it was really, it put me at ease instantly, rather than me being like, you know, scared of anything to come. It's like I actually just genuinely just trust him with my whole entire heart. Don't think he'd hurt me at all, which like I think is so rare. I didn't think I'd feel like that sort of ever.
Yeah.
But with him, I just feel like really like so at ease with everything, which is so nice.
That's so good.
That is
Yeah.
really nice.
Yeah, especially when you've had like certain situations that you definitely didn't feel like that. I feel like, was there any times where like you were surprised at how healthy the relationship was, like, or do you have any like tendencies from other relationships?
Oh my God, like so there's so many times which is like I think especially in the beginning is that like he would, you know, like I think little things, like for example, if I was going through something or I was in a bad mood or anything like that was happening, and I wouldn't want to tell him, because I remember like in previous relationships is that like if I sort of expressed my feelings to someone, they'd sort of make it a them problem, or like, you know, make you feel like, oh no, like it's about them, or you've done this and blah, 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 and be like, well, you're in a bad mood with me. Do you know what I mean? And like I remember sort of confiding him in something, and him being so like empathetic with how I was feeling, and like just completely sort of understood, just wanted to be completely there for me, like no limits or anything like that, nothing he wanted from me, just to be there for me. And I remember, but before that, pushing him away so much because I was like in a bad mood, but because I didn't want to tell him what was going on, because it was quite new. And then I remember actually opening up to him, and I'm like thinking, oh my God, this is what it's like to be like in a healthy relationship. Like, he's not going to be annoyed at me for being in a bad mood. Like, what? Do you know what I mean? Like, which is so mental, because obviously I just didn't think that was normal before. But like, he is like, what I say about Bro all the time is that he's so genuine and pure, like his heart. He's got no sort of like, he's got no bad intentions at all with anyone. He actually just wants to be a good person, wants to be there for people, which I think is rare with boys that you meet, because I'm so used to meeting people who just aren't like that.
Yeah.
But with him, he is just so kind. He's got the kindest heart ever. So like now, it's like I can be completely open, completely vulnerable, where it's before I would never, even people I've been with for a long time, I would still hold so much to myself because I didn't want to like kind of burden them, whereas like he wants to take it on, which I think is so obviously healthy, but wasn't used to at all.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
I'm so happy for you.
Thank
It's nice that
you.
you found that.
I know. You guys seem like such a good match.
Thank you.
What were your like first impressions of him?
I remember meeting him for the first time and just thinking he was really funny and really easy to get along with, but he knew like a couple of my best friends before I'd met him, so they'd been to Ibiza together, and he would pop up to her stories of me saying I really fancy her. Blah, blah.
Oh really?
Yeah,
He was on the
he was on the hunt.
He was hiding it.
Yeah, this was before I went to Love Island as well, and I remember thinking, oh, like he's cute.
Oh my God, he's been waiting a while.
He's been on my case a while. He's been waiting.
Okay.
And he popped up a few times, and I remember thinking, oh, he's cute, but like, you know, I'm not following first. Do you know what I mean? Like, no way. And then obviously I met him at Omar's birthday, and then after I just thought he was really, really funny, which was like, that's like such a tick for me if someone's funny. So first impression was really, really good. He was just really friendly, really funny, which was great.
So good.
Yeah.
And then going into that, like obviously you had to have a bit of a hard launch plan. How did you go about that? And what do you think is the perfect hard launch or soft launch plan?
Do you know what? I always think of this because I think of like when me and Bro was first together, it's like we had so many pictures from early on, and I remember having like I'd post it like on like my close friends or send it into my group chats and stuff like that. And I remember thinking I've got so, if I was like not in the public eye, I would have just posted it straight away, because we was like so from the get-go so like in love and everything like that. We wanted to post everything about each other. But then I think we got like, it was obviously in Amsterdam. He flew out to surprise me in Amsterdam when I was on a trip with my girls, but obviously all my friends get on with him so well. He like flew out and planned it all with them, and then
so nice.
yeah, so cute. And then he flew out, and then we got this picture which was like, I was hugging him, but I was wearing these bottoms which are like, they're really unique. They're like graffiti sort of bottoms, and he posted a picture of me and him, but just the bottom half. So this was like so early on, like no, it was like really, no one knew about it at all. And then, but like I think the day after, it was like trousers that are my favourite trousers ever, and I posted a picture saying my favourite trousers ever and tagged the guy who made them for me. And then it went in the papers, I'm not even joking, the next day, like on the Sun, like on Daily Mail, Matilda and Roman, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, how have they got this
That's
already?
crazy.
Like,
That is some investigation.
It's detective shit. I was like, oh my God, how? So then anyways, kind of everyone was speculating. And then we just, like, I think we went on our first... we had really cute pictures from our first date, which we always kept sending to each other. Like, he used to send me like on his story where it would say like post story, and he'd be like, I'm posting it now, and I'd be like, oh shit. And then we got a really cute photo, which was like he was in a suit, I was like in this cute dress, and I was like, oh, it's just so cute. So I storied it, and that was like our hard launch, but it wasn't planned. It was like we were still all out at the time, and I was like, oh, we look so cute, and he's post it, and that's how it happened. But then I feel like I see people with really cute soft launches and like hard launches where they're like really mysterious with
Yours is like hard launch straight away. There's no plan.
No,
it's
when
like,
you feel it.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is that like I just loved the picture, and like, I loved like obviously just loved him so much. I was just like, I just want to show the world.
That's
like,
nice.
Like I would like if I obviously wasn't in the public eye as well. Is that like I would be posting him left, right, and centre, and I just like that's sort of me. I don't want to hold back just for the sort of fear of if it doesn't work out, because I feel like that's already giving you sort of like a negative
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
way to start
it's
it.
like, I love
Weird
him. Of
if you
course I want to
post
show him off.
Yeah.
so much of your life, and then to like not be posting someone that you're always with is kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's a bit weird if you're doing that.
Exactly. So I was just like, no, I'm gonna do it. But I don't know. I feel like there's some really cool hard launches and soft launches. I love seeing a soft launch.
I love to see a soft launch.
I love it.
I mean, your soft launch went all through the papers.
Yeah, I know.
That's
kind of the ultimate soft launch.
Yeah, true.
What was your first date?
Our first date, so obviously we was in Dubai together the whole time, but then I come back and then I went to an event with Jess and Braden, who no one knew yet was her boyfriend at the time, but we went to an event together, and then we kind of planned to go on a double date. So as our first date was a double date.
No way.
Yeah,
it's really fun that you all have that little group together.
So fun.
Like, how did that happen?
Well, obviously Braden's Roman's cousin.
Yeah.
And when me and Jess was in Dubai, and I'd obviously called Roman, we were together that night, and we FaceTimed Jess and was like, hey, like, obviously she was with Braden at the time as well, because they've been like together speaking longer than we have, but we called him and there was like, oh my god, what are you doing, you two? Like, what are you doing? Because I feel like they both sort of knew, both of us individually as well. Jess sort of knew us as like being just crazy, like single. Do you know what I mean? Like, didn't expect us to sort of come together.
So they didn't have anything to do with you guys getting together.
Nothing.
Because that's what I was thinking.
No, literally nothing at all. It was like completely separate. But then so we come back and then we went on this double date. I met Roman before, and then we met at this like lovely Italian in London, and then we just ended up having the best night. Like, we went to random bars in Soho. Roman was having like dance offs with like random men, like, and then we went to like Soho House after. Like, we was kind of having like a sort of bar crawl all over London, but it definitely makes it like really fun, the fact that obviously Jess, who I'm so close with, and then like Braden, who Jess is with, who I love, Roman's cousin, and it's like us four like have a really fun sort of relationship where it's like any sort of family dinner that I've gone to meet Roman's family at, Jess has been there.
That's
so it's really
you
nice.
hacked the system.
Yeah, exactly. Find your best friend, someone in the family, and then you can do it all together. So it's really
love
fun.
that for you.
Yeah, really, really fun. We're going to Rhodes in May.
Oh, fun.
As like with all his family. So it's like so nice sort of having someone like
you
your
have
girl.
one of your best friends there.
Exactly.
I love that.
That is so good.
So fun.
Because family things can be a lot. Like with
my
your
God.
partner's family.
Yeah, 100%. It's like, I think, do you know what it is as well? Like, I've got it so lucky with Roman and his family, because they're really, really lovely and so chilled as well.
That's
like,
good.
They're very similar to my family. Like, his mum is like, I'll be staying like at his, and I'll be like, oh my god, I can't find a top. She come in the other day with like a Celine top. She's like, oh, this doesn't fit me. Do you want it? I was like, yes. Are you joking? Yes.
Oh, that's
like,
so cute.
She's such a cool mum.
Yeah.
Like, it's so nice. And he gets on with my family so well. They like really sort of mesh well together. So it's just perfect.
I love this for you.
I
It
know,
sounds like the
thank
perfect
you.
dream scenario.
It feels
Wow.
like, honestly, it feels like
You deserve it though.
Thank you so
really
much.
do.
Thank you.
And when you are dating, and like when you were dating him, what are green flags that you look out for?
I feel like the biggest green flag with Ro was I remember like him getting all my friends was such a big deal for me, because like my friends I'm with 24/7. Like, there's kind of not a day that goes by when I'm not with my friends or talking to my friends. And like I said, like in previous relationships, it's kind of I've been brung away from them, so that was such a big thing for me now, where I've sort of grown, for him to get on with them. And all of them literally loved him straight away, but like he instantly sort of made an effort with them. Like, he gets on with them like his friends as well. And same with like my family, he makes such an effort with my sisters, just like him going out of his way to like message them, see how they are, blah blah blah. Like my dad, like mum, do you know what I mean? Like, he just is a really like lovely person, the fact that he cares about everyone who's in my life now. And I think that's the biggest thing for me. But also, like I was saying earlier with like my red flag, he's like the opposite of controlling, where like he wants me to completely be me, loves how like crazy and nuts I am, and like wants me to, do you know what I mean? He loves how how I am as a person, which is like so nice because I don't feel like I need to dull my spark or be like a smaller version of myself. It makes me want to be like even crazier, which I love.
I love that.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah,
that's how it should be.
Yeah, 100%.
I feel like you were in your single era after Love Island, and that was like, you were doing that. That was your thing.
I loved, do you know what it is as well? I love being single.
Yeah.
I love it. Like, this is what I'm saying, is that, like, when I got with Ro, I was like, oh no, I can't believe I'm not going to be single anymore. Because I love being independent. Like, I love just being free and not having, like, you know, even little things like letting someone know when you get home safe. Is that I was like, I can't be asked for that. Do you know what I mean? Like, no, I can't be bothered. But that's the thing, is that sort of learning how to still do that, but like whilst being really respectful in a relationship and just knowing someone else's boundaries, letting them know things that like will make them feel safe and stuff like that. But I loved being single. It was my favourite era ever.
What do you miss about being single? Like, obviously you want to be in a relationship.
Yeah. What do I miss about being single? I think like being single, like all my friends are single as well. Like more, I think only 2 of them are in a relationship now. But it's like, being single with all of your girls is like, there's no feeling like it, all going out, all being single. It's like they are the best years of your life, I think, all being just completely yourselves. Do you know what I mean? So I think that is like a huge thing. But other than that, it's like I'm like, I don't feel that like there's any limits on me now that I am in a relationship, that I am in a healthy relationship. So it's like I don't have that feeling of like missing being single, because I can still do everything, but obviously, you know, chatting to boys, being with boys,
which you don't need to be doing.
Which I don't need to be doing now. So yeah, like now that I'm in a healthy relationship, it's like I don't really miss being single. It's that, it's more just that at the time I didn't want to give up my independence, but it's like I have.
You don't have to.
Yeah, I have.
In the right relationship, you actually shouldn't have to.
Yeah, 100%.
I saw you on TOWIE and you were having a conversation about like your non-negotiables and like rules on a trip.
Yes.
What are your like non-negotiables or rules for your relationship? Because I loved seeing that. I was like, that's a slay.
So I think the one that I was speaking about on TOWIE was no after parties, and I think that's like, I think that's quite fair enough, because do you know what it is? Any after party I've ever been at has always been like a little bit seedy. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's just like a little bit of a weird vibe at after parties that you just never know, especially when you're not there and it's a different country. It's like, I feel like after parties is a little bit of a non-negotiable. Sorry, I feel like that's quite respectful.
I like that.
Do you know what I mean?
Like, what good is happening at that after party?
Like, go
you
home,
had your fun.
Go to bed. You've been to a party.
Yeah.
That's it. Do you know what I mean? But then also, whilst he was in Bali, we had our locations on for each other. But also, like, I really love having a location. Like, I've got all of my friends and family's locations, and they're like my Sims.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I like
I love
checking it. What are my friends doing?
In the morning after a night out, you're like, where is everyone? What are they doing?
Yeah, like, I love it.
Yeah.
We've got each other's locations, which I really like. Like, and don't get me wrong, if he said to me, oh, I feel like we should not, I'd be like, okay. Like, I mean, I'd respect your boundaries, but also let me have your location. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, in a healthy relationship, it's just like, you want to see that. You're like, are they 5 minutes away? Like, when are we going to
It's
It's not like you being like, oh my God, where are they?
Yeah, like checking you 24/7.
It's
more
how
like,
long away are they?
if you're like, on the way to mine, or, you know, you're at the gym, I'm like, how far is he from the shop? Can he get me something from the shop?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like convenience, really.
We're not spying.
I know, it's convenient.
Just to see where you are in case I need something.
People really like have different opinions about that.
I know.
Controversial.
Yeah, some people think like, oh, if you're in a healthy relationship, like I shouldn't need to have it.
Yeah.
But also, I feel like it's
It
just
is convenient.
Yeah, it's just like not really. It shouldn't be an issue.
That's the thing. It's
Yeah.
like, well, if you're like, why do you care then? Like,
Yeah.
just give me a location.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
How did you approach that conversation? Like initially.
I think it was in Amsterdam, and it was so we wouldn't lose each other, because we was like going I would go somewhere, he would go somewhere, and then I think it was so like when we was apart we could find each other, blah blah blah, because I never had battery on my phone. I always go out with 20%, so I always end up with nothing. So it was more for like that sort of reason.
Safety.
Yeah, safety reason. But then obviously it's never changed, and I'm not happy about that.
Yeah.
I mean, it would feel kind of weird to be like, okay, now like
Oh, we're
I'm gonna
standing
hide
out.
my relation, my location.
Yeah.
I'd be like, why?
Yeah, exactly.
Why
And now
doing
we've done
that?
it. It's like, okay, let's just keep it.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of TOWIE, how's it going? How's it being back on TV again?
Do you know what? It's so nice. Like, I kind of went in it with no expectations because you kind of can't. Like, I didn't know how it was going to be, what the people was going to be like. I'd met quite a few of them before, and all of them was lovely. And then obviously I went on the first day. I think it was like a Turkish night. Like, we went to this Turkish. It was really nice. Met everyone. All of them were so lovely. Like, I actually didn't have anything to be scared about at all because I was like nervous before going into it. But all of the girls are like really lovely. All the boys are lovely. And it is nice. Like, it's so different from Love Island.
Yeah.
Completely different.
Very
like,
different show.
Yeah, like it's like CCTV compared to like actually cameras on you, so it's so different.
Wait, so there's actually cameras following you around more on TOWIE, is that what you're saying?
Well, it's like, yeah, like when you go onto TOWIE, it's like you're obviously you don't know what you're going to be doing at the time, but when you do get there, it's like there's actual cameras. Do you know what I mean? Just whereas like Love Island, it's literally like you don't even know. Like, obviously you know where the cameras are, but you do completely forget. So it is different. But it's nice. It's really nice being on there. Like, all the cast are lovely. All the production are really, really nice as well, which I think is so important because I think you just never know what it's going to be like.
Yeah.
But yeah, completely different to Love Island.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like in when we was in Australia, I had to do a scene. When we was on the trip, it was like it was on a FaceTime, so we was on the balcony in the villa we were staying in. And,
really?
Yeah. And we was
So
in Bali.
fun.
So I think you'll see that in a couple of weeks.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah.
So you're enjoying it and you're going to keep... Like,
Yeah. I think I'll see how it goes. Like, I'm sort of like... Do you know what it is? It's like, obviously Roman does that and he's done it for years. And obviously where we are together 24/7, it kind of like made sense with both of our schedules where like we are together. What's the point in me sort of not doing it if you're going to come away and then come straight back? And like, do you know what I mean? So it's like not hard work for me to go and do it with him, which is like nice because I just sort of go, we come back, we watch a movie. Do you know, it's like we have a bit of work for a couple of hours basically. Do you know what I mean? Which is fine.
Yeah,
That's so
fun.
good.
Yeah.
Just come to work together.
Yeah, exactly. My colleague.
Leave each other's...
Yeah, how do you find doing it together? Is it just like
I couldn't do it
normal?
without him.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I could not do that on my own. Like, no way.
So you don't know what you're going into until you get there?
Yeah, basically, it's like they give you a location, and then like that's sort of where you're going, and that's it. That's all you know. But like that's what I'm saying. Like, if I wasn't with Roman, I would hate to do that on my own. Like,
you
so just
would.
turn up like, who's coming? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's so awesome.
It's so scary. But no, like, it's been so fun so far. Everyone I've met, everything like that we've done, the parties and stuff like that has been like so fine. So it's really good because I was so nervous before, thinking like, I don't know if I'm going to like this or be able to like do it like sort of as it is different from Love Island. I didn't know if that would be if I'd be able to do that, but it was fine.
Is that something you've ever thought about doing, being on TV or wanted to? Like, pre-Love Island, is that kind of what you...
Never. Like, I think before Love Island, I just never even thought of being on TV at all. Like, I never thought of like that in the slightest. I think, obviously, Love Island is so different where it is like you are 24 hours a day being filmed, so you don't actually know what they're showing. It's like you don't, it's not like you'll see a camera and be like dancing in front of a camera. It's like you're just sort of you're doing what your thing. So I never thought that before. And even like when I was going on Love Island, I the whole time I was sort of going through the process, I thought this isn't going to happen until I was literally in the villa and I was like, I can't believe I'm at the daybed. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, and so I think that was such a whirlwind that it's like I never even thought about doing anything else after because I didn't think that was going to happen.
Yeah, what made you originally go on Love Island?
I split up from my boyfriend and I had like the most funnest years of my life, like couple years of my life being single, because I split up with my boyfriend in 2022 and then from then I was just like in my single era having the best time of my life. It was the best thing I've ever done. And then I got a message and I was like, oh my God, like why not? Like that would be so fun. Like if I get it, like it'll be great. If I don't, whatever. And then obviously went through the whole process and then got to like the sort of end of it all, and it already started. So I was still thinking, oh, it's probably not going to happen. And then I got a call like one random day during my work day, and then I told my bosses at the time, like, I've got to go. I'm sorry, but I've got to leave. And they was like, you're pranking me. And I was like, no.
What, so you're just like, sorry, I'm not coming in tomorrow, like, I was off to Love Island?
Well, I was at my desk, right? And I saw, like, one of the producers called me. And so I went outside and spoke to him, and I was like, okay. He was like, can you leave, like, within the next hour? And I was like,
oh my God.
Within the next hour? No way.
I've got to do a handover at work. There's a few things I've got to do. And then I was like, I can probably leave tomorrow latest. Then I had to go tell my boss. And I was like, basically, I've got to tell you, but they want me to fly out tomorrow. They want me to go on Love Island. She was like, she picked up my phone and she was like, you're pranking me. And I was like, no, because you know there was like that prank on TikTok going around a while ago. Yeah, and I was like, no, I promise you. Like,
this is real life.
I'm too anxious to do that prank on you. I'm joking. On a normal day, I'd barely speak to you. I'd be too scared. And then anyway, she was like, yeah, cool, like do your handover and then go. And then then she made me announce it to my whole office.
No.
Oh my God.
Because she was like, right, Matilda, tell everyone where you're going. And I was like, no, like you're not meant to tell anyone as well. So I was like, shit, so what do I do? And then obviously I was like, hey guys, so I might be going into Love Island. And they was like, oh, what? Anyway.
That is crazy to find out the day before.
Literally. Yeah. Then I went to Westfield straight from work. So I think I finished at like, after I got the call at 10, left at like 11, went to Westfield, Stratford, chucking everything in my basket. I was like, shit.
True, even like the shopping, yeah.
Oh my God, I was like, shit, I need to get some clothes. Like I barely have anything like Love Island appropriate, do you know what I mean? So I got loads of dresses, got stuff like that. Luckily I had loads of bikinis, but then after that it was like go from the get-go. I was in Holden for 6 days, and I remember in Holden thinking, I'm gonna have to tell her I'm going home, because in the Holden it's like you're watching these episodes at night and it's like so scary.
You're watching
Love Island
at the current.
Yeah, so whilst you're like in Holden waiting to go in, you're like, oh my God. And then I remember at the time thinking, I don't know if I'm going to get on with any of these girls, like, because they was all arguing at the time and stuff, and I was thinking, oh my God, I don't know. And then obviously I went in, it was like so easy, like I loved all the girls straight away. So it was like, I feel like I had the best experience ever. I wouldn't change one thing. Yeah. Which is great.
I know. Well, I mean, speaking of, I feel like you didn't find love in Love Island, but you found so many good girlfriends, like Grace and Harry. You guys are all so close.
I feel like that is like something that I'll always be grateful for, is that the platonic love that I got from Love Island is like one of the things that, that's what the reason that I wouldn't change a thing in it, is that, like, you know, I did my thing, had my time in there, blah blah blah, but it's like the girls that I made from that season, Harriet, Grace, Umar, Mimi, like all the literally every single one of those girls, there's none of them that I wouldn't like go out for dinner with and have like the best time of my life. There's no one that I wouldn't.
You had such a good group of girls on your season.
Oh my God, like the best group of girls literally ever. Like Harriet is like literally my best. She's like morphed into my friend group as well. All my girl group, like we're all like have our own group chat with her.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah, like she'll be like my bridesmaid for sure. Same with Grace, same with Umar. Like I feel like we really sort of created a bond, and even after the villa, it's like we're so honest with each other and like about everything we do, any advice that we need, like blah blah blah. Like me and Harry come to each other more or less every day for like what we're doing, which is so nice. It's like obviously I never knew anyone in this industry before, and so sort of coming out with someone instantly who I can ask anything to, she'll give me honest feedback, same and vice versa. We'll tell each other everything. Is so nice, and it's like I don't know if I would have come out like the villa without Harry, I'd have been like, oh my God, lost. Like with all the same with all of the girls, but it's like having that friend who's so honest with you, I think is the most important thing ever. Yeah. So yeah, the platonic love, I found love in the villa. Just with my girls.
Stop.
And some would say even better.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Because it's hard to find.
Love's a lifetime.
And how did you go watching Ronnie and Harriet back on this season?
Yeah.
Like, what were your thoughts overall? Because I didn't think, like, he surprised me.
Oh my God, literally. I remember she obviously she went into the villa, and obviously I knew she was going into the villa, but she went in, and obviously we'd had so many pep talks before, because obviously they're past and everything, and you tell your girls like, no, like this is not happening, put him in his place, like blah blah blah, and that was like
never again.
Yeah, I was like, no, like you need to mug him off this time, like, do you know what I mean? And then and that was the plan, like that's what I wanted her to do. But then obviously she went in there, and obviously I know how strong Harry and Ronnie actually are. It's like they're so, like, they love each other so much, and they actually are so compatible. And I do think the first time round is that, like, it's like so new to you that you are like, you know, who's coming in, what's blah blah blah. And like I get it from Ronnie's sort of side, and also I love Ronnie so much, but like I love him sort of like a little brother that you want to punch. Do you know what I mean? That's how I feel about Ronnie. So anytime I see him on the TV, I'd be like, especially when I knew Harry was going in. But then because
he was
like getting on with people, and I was thinking, oh, what's he doing? But then obviously Harry went in, and I was thinking, she's gonna put him in his place, and she was sort of giving him like the chase that he was chasing, but then obviously she ended up getting back with him, which I'm actually so glad about now. And I didn't think I'd say that, because I was like such an advocate of like, do not get back with him, like don't do it. But then like I do really think that Ronnie's proven that he's like changed. Since coming out of the villa as well, I can see like the complete change in like Harriet, and how she sort of is receiving it all from Ronnie, is that it's so genuine, and like he's putting such a shift in with showing her how much he loves her.
Oh, he's done like a full 180.
Oh my god,
honestly.
100%. I think he just knows what's important now, and it's like, she's a princess, like she deserves to be treated like the princess that she is, which I think he gets now.
He has had a full turnaround. Like,
I love
honestly,
it.
she had him begging.
Oh,
like,
I know,
so iconic. She needs to teach a class.
The dog thing where she was dragging him like a dog in the heart rate challenge.
Like, how do you turn like that situation into that? Like,
I know,
crazy. It's honestly iconic behaviour.
It is.
And
She's
her
an icon.
entrance.
Oh, I thought that was a perfect entrance for her.
Yeah.
And the fact that Ronnie could smell her from the minute they started kissing, I thought, I just love them. I do love them. As much as I wanted to like punch Ronnie, I was like, I love them.
They were so funny.
Really
I feel like they
cute.
just bring like.
I feel like they made the season.
Yeah,
definitely.
They really did. I just love them. I do love them.
I can imagine you would have been there. Like,
I was screaming
it, like,
at points, like actually screaming at the TV.
That's such a funny situation for you, because you know them
I
both
know.
so well.
I
And, like,
know.
you knew the plan, and then just seeing it play out, you would have been like,
I
"What?"
know. You know, like with your, like with, you know, you've got that friend who you're like, oh, don't go back to him, blah, 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 like he's done this and that. And obviously we was doing that before, and then obviously when it was happening, I was like, and like, but you obviously never see your friend's perspective of the boy.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I get it, Harry. I get it. Like, I forgive him too.
So, what was the pre-chat like when you were having your like chats before? She was like, nah.
I said you need to go in there and mug him off so badly, like grab him, like just be like, listen, like I've heard about this and this. Later, like walk off, basically like completely mug him off. And then that was like the plan, and she was like, no, like, yeah, I'm not gonna get back with Ronnie. And I was like, yes, she's got this. And then obviously we went in. I could see it from the moment they had their first chat though, that they are just like, they're so. Like, they just love each other so much. Like, it's so clear. And so I could just see from the get-go, like, oh, no. Like, I know, I'm my girl, stay strong. But then as more and more times I'd see them speak, I just thought, I so get it. Like, it's like, when you're in there as well, it's so intense that it's like, you do gravitate towards someone that you know more.
Yeah.
Like, more than other people, because you've already got that. And it's like such a scary and quite intense environment anyway. It's like, of course, you're going to even like grow that stronger, which I get completely. And then it worked out for the best, really, because I do think that Ronnie's completely changed now, which is so nice. I feel like he had that in him all along. He just sort of needed a kick up the arse, really. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And
They're so cute now.
They are really cute.
So
honestly.
cute. Yeah, I do love them.
What is your best memory together with the girls from Love Island?
I've got so many good memories with them all, but I do think Ibiza would always like top that, because we was all together. It was like, because a lot of the time it's either me, Harry, Grace, Harry, Umar. Like it's quite rare where we're all three at the same time. But I think Ibiza was so fun because it was all together. It was quite fresh out the villa. and it was just like a really wholesome time, like girls trip, like fully. But we're all going to Saint-Tropez in July.
That'll be so good.
Yeah, so that I feel like we're gonna make it even better. I think we're gonna do our beef with all the boyfriends as well this time. So I feel like we're gonna have a really fun summer, all of us four.
Oh, that's so fun.
Really fun.
Yeah,
The content out of that trip is going to be top tier.
100%. We'll have the girls trip and then we'll have the boyfriends trip. So it's going to be really fun.
Love that.
That's the ideal situation.
Exactly. Still party, but with the girls.
Yeah. What would you say that people wouldn't know about like filming reality TV?
I think probably how long it takes.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's what shocks me the most. Like, especially in Love Island, I thought, oh my God, like, you think that these recouplings go like this, like, straight away, it's so quick, but, like, really, you're sitting there for hours, and, like, same with every other thing, games in the villa, I remember thinking, oh my God, I'm going to get sunstroke any second and pass
Really?
out. Yeah, because sometimes you'd be standing there for hours, and I'd be like, you know, like, I wanted to go outside, I wanted to go inside with the AC, like, it takes so long, but obviously you've got to go through these questions and then making a show, so it definitely takes a while, but I think you definitely get used to it, but that's the one thing that I definitely was most surprised about. 100%.
I feel like people wouldn't expect that.
No.
There'd be long days as well. I don't know if I could do it.
Like the day where we went to Jess Glynn, I think we was up from like 8 a.m. until about 6 a.m. the next day.
That is crazy.
Which is mental. Which is actually mental.
How do you do that?
I
Like,
don't
how
know.
are you still? You're still physically filming in that moment.
Well, like, I think we was filming till sort of early hours, and then but it was not in the villa, so we had to drive like 3 hours. Like, it must be like 2 hours to the other location in Mallorca. But yeah, because obviously that was the only time we ever saw the time was when we was in a car and we could see it on the
dash. You saw it.
So we saw, like, I think we woke up at about 8. We got in the car at like 12, and then we didn't get home till like, I think it must have been 5, 6 a.m. the next day. And we was all like literally walking in, like we'd just literally come home from our beef bar. A couple of us was like strolling in. It was awful. But then that was like the longest day we ever did.
That's crazy.
Which was nuts. Yeah.
Oh my God.
No, okay.
No, not okay.
What would you say your best memory in the villa was?
My best memory in the villa, I think the heart rate challenge was my favourite. Because it was like, it was so funny getting ready for it, all of us like practicing. I don't think we showed it, but like all the girls practicing on each other, like straddling each other. Harriet, I remember Harriet giving us all like a routine of what she was doing during the splits, and Harriet punctured a hole in the floor with her heel.
No!
Oh my God, did she?
Like, she's like always obviously just a nutter. And then obviously the family's coming. That was like the best day ever, because it's like being away from them for so long, and then seeing your family, it's like you see them and you're like, what the hell, like, it's so mad. But that was a really special memory.
Oh, that's so nice. I feel like you've like shared so much of yourself on Love Island and online and everything, but is there anything that you think people like don't know about you?
Things that I don't know. I do think I just talk so much.
She's a yapper.
She shares it all.
I yap honestly, someone could ask me something and I'll tell you everything. But I think the thing that people don't know about me that much yet is about my faith. I definitely want to start speaking more about on like just my TikTok and things, speaking about my relationship with God, because I think it's so important, and it's something that when I remember first coming out of the villa and I spoke about my social anxiety that I used to have, and how I overcome that was all through like praying and like learning more about God. And so I'd love to sort of help other people, with anyone who might be struggling with social anxiety, or like, you know, being because it is like, I think until you're in that situation where you are worried about social encounters, it's like you really think, oh, what's the big deal in those kind of things. And at the time I used to feel like, oh my God, why am I so worried about these minor interactions, about saying hello to people and stuff like that. And it's like when you really sort of work on yourself, and I remember just a lot of praying and things like that really took me out of the situation where I was so worried. And I'd love for other people to sort of feel that and know that there's a way of coming out of that if they're feeling it as well. So that's definitely something I want people to know more about.
Yeah, it's amazing. I feel like
nice.
people would definitely resonate with that because you are so confident, and like I would never guess that you had social anxiety.
Everyone says that to me. Everyone always says
you can
that.
share that with people and help people.
Yeah, 100%. So I definitely want to speak more on that and sort of obviously actually go into how God helps me with that sort of feeling and overcoming it, because I do think it could help quite a few people.
Yeah,
with
definitely.
how they feel about it as well.
Oh, it's amazing.
Thank you.
Love how much you share online though. I feel like you do share so
I do
much
talk
and
a
like
lot.
yeah.
I'm an oversharer.
Same.
good.
Same.
I love it though. I do love it.
And what would you say is next and coming up for you?
I mean, I just still want to carry on doing what I'm doing, like do all my socials. I love doing TikToks. I love obviously like opening up more about myself, and I love makeup, love clothes, and just keep doing what I'm doing. I think that I'm just happy with exactly what it is right now. So whatever comes, I'm open for, and that's it really.
That's amazing. You're in like the perfect
She's living
industry,
her
the
best.
perfect position for you. Well, we do have a little game before we finish up.
Yes, I love a game. I love a game.
I don't know if you're gonna like this one because
Oh, no.
the only liquid that you're drinking at the moment is water. But we had spill or shot. I don't know if you know. So you either have to answer the question or take a shot.
Okay, fine.
She's gonna answer everything.
What's the shot?
Tequila.
Oh, okay, I'll do it. Yeah, cool. Right. You know I'm always open for a tequila, girls. Come on.
There you go.
Should we fill one up for you? Ready?
Yeah, go on. Get me one ready. To be fair, I feel like I will just answer, but I know
think you will too.
I know you have one that's gonna throw me.
We potentially could. There you go.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, that's a big shot.
I know, I'm sorry.
She's not messing about.
All right.
Okay. When was the moment that you realised your ex wasn't the one?
The moment I realised my ex wasn't the one was when I heard on my Alexa the girls round his house.
That is crazy. I've heard you talk about this, and like I just can't believe that's how you found out.
Wait, so what actually played out?
So I logged into I was at my mum's, obviously we lived together. I logged into my Alexa and I didn't realise that you could hear the voice history on it. So I started listening to the voice history, and there was just people from like 2 a.m. to like 7 a.m. in the morning or whatever time it was. Whereas it was like obviously having an after party. That's why I don't like after parties, girls.
Okay, fair enough.
It's like trauma.
There's some trauma there.
But yeah, so there was just like a lot of girls, and then after that I thought, nah. Not in where I was living at the time. That's your safe space where you live. Do you know what I mean? So I was like, no. After that, that's it.
He's not
You're
the
done.
one.
Yeah.
You're done.
Your husband would not do that.
No.
Yeah. No, exactly.
Okay, spill or shot. What's the most crazy rumor you've heard about yourself?
Oh, crazy rumor. I had so many like dating rumors when I got into the villa of who I dated before.
Did you?
I had one that I dated Pete Wicks, one that I dated Bradley Dack, one that I dated Bobby Brazier.
Wow.
Like
just like speculating out of
It
nowhere.
was like people who'd liked my Instagram post before.
Oh.
Got you.
But there was like apparently all these links and blah blah blah. So that was the craziest rumor when I come out. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of any other rumors that I've had about myself. I think that's it really. Other than that, it's like no.
I feel like you tell it how it is, so people.
Yeah, like
really
she asked me, be like, no, I didn't date any of them.
Yeah.
That's my Instagram. Yeah.
Okay, spill or shot. What's the wildest story you've had on a night out?
Oh God. Oh shot. Oh shot.
You're gonna do a shot? Cheers.
That was a really...
Oh,
Cody.
I know. That was a big shot. I apologize.
You know that was.
Do you want a chaser of some sort?
Nah, I'm hardcore.
Wow, you're so strong.
Wow, okay.
Hopefully I can
I
answer the
did
rest
you
of them.
dirty there.
It's fine, I've got this.
Okay, spill or shot. What's your alter ego on a night out?
What their name?
Just
Yeah.
like your name,
And
vibes.
personality.
Do you have a name?
What was my name? I was thinking about something the other day. I can't remember the name. I need to find out. But I think I am just like me times 500. So like me on a good day, I feel like it's me. I'm always the person who wants to do a shot. My friends always say like, we beg you to not do any more shots on a night out. Because I'm always like at the bar like, 5 more readers, please. But I kind of never know when to stop on a night out.
Yeah.
I can't push the stop button. And I do think I'm just like me times 100.
Yeah.
That's how I describe it.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
I feel
That's
like
the vibe.
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
could definitely be guilty of the not knowing when to stop too, because we're just having fun.
It
Why would
happens
we
to the
stop?
best of us.
Us as a combo's not well.
No.
We egg each other on, definitely.
Oh, I can imagine. I'm scared. Actually, I've been with you both.
Actually, yeah, when I started
seen
a
it.
whole after party at
That random.
Yeah,
Where was that? Yes.
I was like, guys, White Fox after party.
But then we like opened. It was like in a club, and then we opened the door, and it was like a club behind the club. And we was
Yeah.
like, oh, it was amazing. I loved it. I loved it.
That's an
That
after
was a
party we
really
can
fun
accept.
night.
Yeah, that one we can accept. I'm talking like, you know, like a random apartment with 4 boys and 4 girls.
No.
Don't go
Do you
to
call
that.
it kick-ons?
What's that?
That's what we call
That's
it.
what we call it.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Like kicking
What?
on.
Oh my god, I love that. Oh, she's like, oh wait, hold on. So would you say like, oh, are you coming to this kick on?
Yeah, but like kick-ons at Scarlet.
I love that. I'm using that.
Yeah,
Bring
you
this
bring
to
it
the
in.
UK.
We never say afters. Like after
Yeah.
party would be like for us like a really nice kind of thing. Like say
Yeah.
after Coachella, like there's like an after party, like an actual party.
It's like a proper party, like it's decked out. That's what an after party
No,
is
see,
for
like
us.
afters in the UK is like someone's grotty little flat. That
Someone's
like,
kitchen.
Okay.
grotty little kitchen. Everyone just standing round.
Yeah, that's kick-ons.
Yeah. What? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm using this. I'm using kick-ons.
So after parties are fine, kick-ons no.
After parties we love.
Yeah.
Kick-ons, no way. Yeah.
Okay, I'm glad we clarified because I
Yes.
was like, Matilda's hardcore.
Just have a little after party. Yes, I'm there. You know, I've been there with you.
Yeah.
But a kick-on, no.
No.
Kick-on
not for
is
me.
absolutely not.
That's
No.
valid.
Yes, 100%.
Read out the last text you sent to your bestie.
My best friend just got a tummy tuck and a boob job.
Oh,
Let's see.
slay.
Where is she? Oh,
So she's in hospital, is she?
I just said, "You okay, baby?" That was it.
Oh.
So it's not that interesting. But she's just got home. So
Oh, good for her.
yeah, not that juicy, that one.
No.
No.
No shot there.
No.
Okay. Show us a photo from your camera roll of your last night out.
Okay. Let's see.
I feel like you would be the one that's like taking photos of everyone all
I
night.
do, always.
There's always that one friend. You're like, no, don't
It's
show me.
always me
Yeah.
as well. My last night out.
Where do you normally go out?
Do you know what? I promise you now, I never know where I'm going. I always just get sent the address. Like, I just go where, like, someone tells me to go,
You're not the
basically.
planner.
Never the planner. Never. But, like, Harry's really good at that. Harriet's really good at, like, planning. And then she tells me where, when, how, why, what we're doing.
Love that.
But other than that, I'm just, like, there for vibes. Okay.
I love that.
This was me. How last out.
You on a bag of trash?
And I jumped into these bin bags, and I promise you now, I left my bag and ID there, and I still haven't got it to this day.
Stop.
And that was 20th of February, so I've not got that back since. But yeah, that is my alter ego. That's my alter ego as well.
Love that.
I want to be with you on a night out.
I know.
We need to go on a UK night out.
We do. We
Yeah.
need you to show us around.
I promise you.
Although someone else might have to make the plans.
Yeah, someone else do it, but I'll bring the vibes.
Yeah.
Can't
Can't wait.
I trust you bringing the vibes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one. Honestly, I don't think I'd have as good of a one in my camera.
No.
We're just on bins. Loads of those.
Tell us the worst date you've been on or shot.
Oh, okay. Worst date I've been on. When I was in it must have been like year 7 or 8, I met this boy and we was like talking for like 2 weeks on BBM. Did you guys have BBM?
We had MSN. Is that the same thing?
It's like on a BlackBerry.
Oh
no.
What? Was that an Australian thing? BBM, like, we like BBM each other, like it was like did you have Blackberries?
I
don't know if people
I remember
used
we
them,
had
really.
yeah, we did have Blackberries, but I don't think I
Oh my god,
Had
BBM was
one.
huge in England. Like
Really?
everyone used to BBM each other.
Yeah.
But we had MSN before BBM. Like it was before.
Maybe we did, but I never used it.
What? That's mental. But anyway, we had BBM, and I remember I was BBMing this boy, like, oh, let's go see Despicable Me, blah blah blah. So for 2 weeks we were talking about Despicable Me, but like, obviously I'm year 7, I'm so awkward and weird, and so like we're BBMing blah 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 for 2 weeks. We meet at the cinema, and we get to the cinema, and they're like, oh, Despicable Me's sold out, and so I look at the boy, and he looks at me, and I look at him, and it was so, I promise you now, it felt like half an hour we was looking at each other like,
what do we do?
and then anyway, so then he was like, oh well, there's a showing like a couple hours later, and I was like, okay, and then I promise you now, I looked at him, turned around, sprinted at least 15 minutes to my nan's house, and never spoke to him again. I was like,
she's like, I'm out.
I gotta leave this situation now.
You literally bolted.
But I think that was the start of my social anxiety from that moment.
You were never the same.
I was never the same.
That is so funny. This poor guy was probably too
like,
stunned to speak.
Yeah, I just like ran away, but like I had to.
Yeah.
Like, you know, boys at that age are even more awkward than you are, so I was like, oh no, I can't do this,
Can't
and that was
be
it.
here
Yeah,
anymore.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Imagine being anyone like seeing that interaction.
Can you imagine me just like
15 minutes, she doesn't stop. She's off.
I remember calling my friends like I had to run. And
What
they
do you
was
think
like,
that boy has gone and said? He's like this.
I've seen him like years later, and he was like, "Are you at my Minion?" Because you know there's Minions. And I remember thinking, "Oh no,
That's so good.
yeah." But it was a good story.
Yeah,
it was a good
that's
story,
a
but,
great story.
but awful at the time when you're like that young. Do you know
Aw.
what I mean? Yeah.
Bless yourself.
She's traumatized.
Trauma.
Okay, one more. What's the craziest thing you've done in a relationship?
Oh, craziest thing I've done. I'm so not crazy. I'm like the opposite of crazy.
You seem like quite a chiller.
Yeah, like I feel like unless you, I don't know. I'd say like the Alexa thing is the only psycho thing I've done, and that was because I saw a TikTok on it.
Oh, so you actually didn't that come by chance?
Oh, that literally come completely by chance. I watched a TikTok the day before, and I was like, oh my god, that's interesting. Let me log into my Alexa, not even thinking it was in my ex's house at the time. And then saw it, and I was like, wow. But no, other than that, I promise you now, like I'm not like a crazy girl when it comes to relationships.
I mean, I feel like that is, like, not you crazy, but that whole situation is just crazy
Yeah.
that you, like, randomly saw it and then, like, it happened to be like that.
Yeah, I'd say that's the craziest
Yeah.
that I've gone. Other than that, actually, when I was 17, my ex was going to uni, and he was going to the uni the day after, and I basically had a feeling that I should check his phone. So I waited till he went to sleep, and then I basically checked his phone whilst he was sleeping, and I realised he'd been like messaging and sleeping with 100 girls whilst I was with him. So
What?
But that was the one and only time I've ever checked anyone's phone ever, right? Checked his phone, turns out like he was basically messaging his group chat. Every time he slept with a girl, he'd up the number, so he'd go
my God.
11, 12, 13, but it was like every other week, and then he put a smirky face. And then one time he messaged, he was like, yeah, was ugly but had a fat ass, so it was worth it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and that was the one and only time I've ever checked anyone's
Oh
phone.
my god.
And then I
Your
remember,
gut feeling was serving you right.
so right, because it was the day before he went to uni. So I was like, oh, I need to do this before he goes, because like, you know, we've been together a while, let me just see. And then I remember doing it, and then I woke him up, and I was like, bang! He woke him up next to me, and I was like, actually a nutter.
I mean, serves him right,
But like, too
though.
right, yeah.
That's disgusting. Like, so smug about it.
No.
Yeah, I
The
know, like,
updates.
and 14, smirky face, and I was like,
Ew.
yeah.
No.
But that's like the one and only time I've been like searching on someone's phone, and obviously it served me right. Like,
Yeah.
good on me for doing that.
Yeah.
It's funny,
nice.
those gut feelings, like...
And I didn't waste any of my time on him whilst he went to uni.
I mean, thank God
Which
you
is
went
good.
through his phone.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. It's like everything you do, even if it's crazy or not, it's like it brings you to the place you're meant to be.
Yeah.
Even if you are a crazy bitch, it's a good thing sometimes. So I applaud it. I applaud the
think
crazy
so.
bitches out there too.
Sometimes you need to be a crazy bitch. And also,
100%.
it's always them that are making you a crazy bitch.
Don't
so-
make us crazy bitches then.
Yeah.
It's always a man's fault, whatever it
Yeah,
is. I
literally.
stand by it.
Always.
I'm always for the girls. Boys do better. And that's it.
And that's all.
This is our everyday conversation.
That sums all of this up.
And that's the bottom line, basically. Is that women are relate.
Agree 100%.
Be a crazy bitch and boys do better. At the end of the day.
Exactly.
Oh, it was so nice to have you on and chat
it's
to you
lovely
again.
being here.
We love you.
Love you
and
guys.
yeah,
It's
thanks
been
so much,
so fun.
Matilda.